Coral reefs are the rainforests of the ocean. Although they cover less than 1% of the ocean floor, they're teeming with life and support around a quarter of all marine creatures. Coral reefs are also really old. Some of the coral reefs on the planet today began growing over 50 million years ago. Across the world, more than 450 million people live near to a coral reef and depend on them for food. They're also visited by millions of tourists every year for snorkeling and diving. Although coral reefs look like huge structures, they're actually made up of millions of coral polyps, tiny, soft-bodied animals that are related to sea anemones and jellyfish. One of the most important plants in the coral reef is an algae called zooxanthellae, which lives inside the coral and gives them their vibrant colours. Zooxanthellae acts just like plants on the land and converts sunlight into energy for the coral through a process called photosynthesis. That's why corals are generally found in shallow tropical waters, where the sun's rays can reach the algae. Although corals get most of their energy from the algae, some of them also have barbed, venomous tentacles that they can stick out, usually at night, to grab zooplankton and even small fish. So now we've learnt a bit about coral reefs and the plants that help to sustain them, let's go and check out what's in your local lagoon. Your local lagoon is home to hundreds of plants and animals, all of which need coral reefs to survive. The reef provides habitats for fish to live in, food sources for fish to feed on, and nurseries where young fish can grow big and strong. The animals living there work together. Look at these cleaner wrasse cleaning the gills of the waiting goatfish. Coral reefs also provide a natural barrier between the ocean and the land, protecting the coastline and communities of people living near the sea from the eroding forces of waves. But these precious coral reef habitats are under threat. Scientists estimate that problems such as pollution, global warming and sedimentation could kill 30% of the existing coral reefs in the next 30 years. And that 58% of the world's coral reefs are potentially threatened by human activity. But the threats to coral reefs don't just start in the ocean, some of them start all the way up here. When it rains, animal waste and the fertilisers that we use to help plants grow faster on the land get washed into rivers and finally into the sea. When these nutrients reach the lagoon, the plants that live there grow at a much faster rate than normal, covering the coral and causing it to die. In the lagoon itself, coral reefs are threatened by overfishing, pollution, and trampling. When the water gets too hot, the delicate balance is disrupted, and the special algae that normally live inside the coral and give it energy leave, so the coral can lose its vibrant colour and die. But with the help of marine reserves and RAWIs, these areas can recover. If we protect our coral reefs from the things that can harm them, the number of fish can increase and corals can regrow. Sometimes the fish get so big that they leave the reserve and get caught by fishermen outside, so local people can benefit too. So next time you're near the ocean, just remember, look after the reef and the reef will look after you.